This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Friday, June 14th, 2024. I'm Gary Dick. New numbers from the Indiana Association of Realtors show monthly growth for May. Statewide sales jumped 10% from April to May, and after holding steady in March and April, Indiana's median sale price also increased from $250,000 to $265,000 in May. That's up 4% from a year ago. New air service, Allegiant, has launched nonstop service from Evansville Regional Airport to St. Pete Clearwater International in Florida. The new flights will operate twice weekly. The famed Palace Theater in Gary, which has stood vacant for more than 50 years, could potentially be torn down. Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report the Gary Redevelopment Commission has voted to enter contract negotiations with a developer that wants to redevelop that property. The 3,000-seat theater opened in 1925 and closed in 1972. A spokeswoman for the city of Gary says due to neglect, the property's appraised value is just $1,000. The Caitlin Clark effect. According to numbers just out from sportscasting.com, the Indiana Fever rookie has accounted for 33.5% of the total WNBA attendance so far this season. When Clark plays, WNBA games average 15,591 fans compared to 7,600 fans when she's not in action. And the Indiana Fever averaged 36% more fans on the road than any other WNBA team. From the state's number one source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Indiana, your bold future starts here. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, our Engage Indiana events take place in every region of the state. Discover when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/engage. Unrivaled exposure and unparalleled growth opportunity. That's how IndyCar CEO Mark Miles describes a new broadcast deal for the Indianapolis 500 and IndyCar racing. Fox Sports said Thursday it will acquire the rights to broadcast IndyCar starting in 2025. Terms of the deal not revealed, but Fox promised all races would be on the national broadcast as well as qualifying for the Indy 500. NBC had held the rights to IndyCar since 2009, and its most recent 3-year extension was believed to be worth $20 million per season. Indiana University Health has announced that December 15, it will eliminate non-compete clauses from all contracts with physicians practicing primary care. IU Health says the measure goes beyond recent legislative requirements. During its 2023 session, the Indiana General Assembly passed legislation banning non-compete clauses in new contracts for physicians practicing primary care. There's a new president at Indiana-based Wheaton Beacons, the fourth largest van line in the country. Jim Gaw was most recently chief operating officer at APS Logistics and previously served as president and COO of Atlas World Group International. Recognition for Indiana Wesleyan University's aviation program. The school's aviation management bachelor's degree named the fourth best in the nation by Tech Guide. IWU says that makes it the top university with an aviation management bachelor's degree in the Midwest. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.